All right, I'm Coach Jay Hunter. Now, I'm going to keep this simple and as short as possible. It's very important that you watch this from the beginning to the end. Now, I'm going to show you what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what you can do to help us get it done. Now, why trades up? Now, it's for us, it's very simple. There's a lot of young people that are wasting time, wasting energy, and wasting talent. And there's a lot of local businesses that can use that same talent and that same energy to help keep their businesses in business, right? So that's why we started Trades Up, to be able to impact our community in a way to where we're solving a bunch of problems all at once, but we're doing it very simply. This is a totally different approach to what has already been offered, right? And that's one of the reasons why it's going to work. So bear with me. I'm gonna show this as quick and short as possible, and I'll give you contact where you can, if you have more questions, you can actually hit me directly. All right, so first thing first, with Trades Up, who benefits? Keep in mind the target is young people, getting them into trade programs locally and helping local businesses thrive, right? To reduce all of the problems that we're seeing that young people are having. So who benefits from this? Young people, right? They'll learn valuable skills. If we're able to impact a young person's life by giving them some type of trade that they can use for the rest of their life, then this will positively affect them in a way to where all the negative stuff starts going out the window, right? When a young person has something that they value, they'll think twice about decisions that they make because they are scared that they might lose something that they have, right? So valuable skills, that is the real key to be able to give young people. Now, who else benefits? The local businesses. If we have young people who have more skill sets, then it allows for businesses to put these young people to work in a way that's more productive. In turn, it allows for a business to be able to scale up, to increase the growth, and to increase the revenue that they're bringing in. What happens when local businesses are generating more revenue? For one, you'll see an economic boost, and we all know that leads to more taxes that are being paid, more investments that are being done locally, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? It also leads to a safer community because now you got young people going to work instead of wasting time getting into trouble. Okay, so that's who benefits from this whole thing. All right, so now the ultimate question is, how is this going to get done? There is a bigger picture at play, right? So just keep in mind, we are pushing to get to a larger space to where we can have a larger impact. And what that looks like, right, is organizations that are actually engaging young people on a day-to-day basis. That means in order for them to engage, that means that these young folks got to actually show up to stuff. And that appears to be a problem. So we want to solve that problem, right? We want for organizations to actually be able to work with young people every day. So that means that young people are actually showing up where they're supposed to be. Now, other part, local businesses have to be willing to train and employ these people that are getting these new skill sets. Also, funds that directly cover training and education needs to go directly to the young people as well as directly to the local businesses to offset the cost that the local businesses are having to put up, right? So those three things is the grand scheme. That's the bigger picture that we are shooting for, right? Where are we now? Right now, matter of fact, for this to happen, all these things must occur in order for that bigger picture to happen. Young people, for one, have to become interested in getting trades in the first place. If you have a conversation with a 19, 20-year-old right now, and you tell them, hey, if you get this welding certification, you can make $100,000 a year. It used to be that a light bulb come on, and that's a great thing, and I need to do this today. However, if you had this conversation recently, like I have, then the 100K is not really the driving, motivating first force because they're not driven by just making some revenue, right? So we have to find ways to get young people interested in getting these trades in the first place, right? Just keep in mind, everyone is not going to college. Some people will be delayed in college, right? What are they going to do in the meantime? Even when some people go to college, when they come out, they're not making money immediately. So what are they going to do in the meantime? So Local businesses. The local business community has to work together collectively. We can focus on this one thing. Imagine what we can do later on, right? So the local business community, if we can get all the local businesses together to actually work towards an initiative such as this, then we will really be making some headway, and we'll be able to see a larger picture of something like this being successful. The local community has to be engaged, and they have to be supportive. We have to win the local community over with this initiative, right? Local centers of influence and resources have to be committed to helping us do this. We cannot do this by ourselves. We cannot do it alone. It will be done, but we need the help of the local centers and the local resources that are already available. And most importantly, capital has to be raised now, in the immediate future, and for the long term. We have to raise capital as we go along and for it to be sustainable. All right. So, and we already got to the who benefits. So where are we now? We are on step one. And step one, simply, we are raising awareness. We are putting it out there that, hey, trades. We need more young people with trades, with skill sets. This is what is needed, and this is what we are doing. We are trading up. It's the TradesUp Tallahassee Initiative, right? So we are raising the awareness that we are doing this, and this is what we need. We are earning support. A video like this, I am asking you for your direct support to help us do this, right? So we're earning support as we're going along. We are building trust. Many have come, many have violated that trust. People have come and offered great things. They have said great things. They have promised great things, but did not deliver on those great things. That has killed a lot of the trust from everyone that's involved. So we are building and maintaining that trust as we go along. That's why it's very important that I'm sharing this and I'm being as transparent as possible. So because I want to earn your trust, and we want to earn everyone else's trust as we go along. And we are doing all that we can do. We are not waiting for a big old bag or pile of money of grants to fall out the sky and say, now you can go ahead and do the work. We're doing it right now. And I'll show you what that looks like. But we will do all that we can do as we go along. All right. Now, what does this look like? The business community is the key to this whole thing. So let's just say, for instance, this is an example, right? This is really on step one. So this is an example of what we're doing. So, and I'm gonna use a retirement planning and investment company as an example. Plain and simple. This is just an example. All right, so we have a team. We created a team called the Events and Community Outreach Team. So what the Events and Community and Outreach Team does is they go and find local businesses such as this, share with them what we're doing with TradesUp, and the first step is just to get them to support us by sponsoring these nice TradesUp with the logo, the nice TradesUp shirts, right? So say for instance, we got with a company, our team got with a company and talked to them, and the company decided, you know what, we love this, we want to sponsor 100 of these shirts, right? So what our outreach team does is goes and gets with local centers of influence and organizations and sets up an event that'll be hosted by the center of influence, which would be, in this case, an example is Tallahassee Police Department. So the outreach team coordinates that whole thing and puts something together. So the day of the event, the business partner shows up, they pass out these 100 shirts and they talk about the importance of trades and what we're doing with the TradesUp initiative. It also gives them an opportunity to talk about the services that they provide. That's a good place for a retirement investment company to be, is at Tallahassee Police Department, where a lot of people will retire and are investing already. So in turn, while the business owner is talking about TradesUp, the organization also gets to learn about what the business company offers. So it's a win-win situation. Now from there, we are also promoting a larger event that'll be hosted by a trade program in the community. And we're inviting we invited Tallahassee Police Department to be a part of this, to actually to help spread the word, to actually show up with their TradesUp shirts at this place that will tour an actual trade program to be able to raise the awareness of this resource is already out here. So as an organization like Tallahassee Police Department that comes in contact with people all the time, they can always offer up, hey, look, they got a great thing going on over here. You got a young person that might be getting in some trouble. Won't you try this out right here? These resources already exist. So that is how, in a nutshell, this whole thing works. And as we get the support, we have more young people that are actually enrolling in these trades programs. We call it the put butts in seats theory, point blank, period. Whatever we have to do to get butts in seats, that's what we are getting done. All right, so that is the overall picture of this first step process, how it looks. The key to it is getting businesses to support, getting organizations to open up their doors so we can present, and to get the support to drive people to the resources that are already available. All right, so we created 4 teams to be able to make this dream work. Teamwork always makes the dream work. So we need people such as yourself to become involved in one of these 4 teams. So let me explain to you the 4 teams that we created to keep it simple. All right, 1, our outreach and engagement team. Now this is the face and the voice of our mission, right? So the outreach, just like I showed you the prime example of what the outreach and engagement team does. You reach out to the local business owners, you reach out to centers of influence, and you help connect those dots. It's really that simple. Now, as far as with content and public relations, right? And that's kind of simple in a nutshell. If anybody knows anyone that's in the media, we need them on board. We need to spread this word, spread this message. We need to craft more engaging ways to be able to share this to the citizens in the area. We are not limited to just Tallahassee. You got to remember, we are the center of the Big Bend. So with that being said, we need to reach and support, because a lot of outside places, smaller places that are close to us, feed off of what it is that we do. You have over 383,000 people just in the Big Bend area. We want to let everyone know that this is what we're doing. Content and public relations helps us do that. Other team, event and community involvement. Now this is the people who help us actually put the different events together. We need people with great ideas. We need people with great networks and connections. We need people who know how to connect the dots and create engaging opportunities for us to be able to become very involved with our community. So we have the event and community involvement team. We also have analytics and strategy team. And it sounds complicated, but this is the thinkers, the strategists, the chess players. This is people who know how to connect the dots, also know how to look at, analyze things and look at, hey, how do we hit our numbers? How do we become more effective? How do we become more efficient? These are the people that keeps the iron sharp. Iron sharpens iron, and that's who we need on the analytics and strategy team. So with that being said, what is next? And if you haven't done so, it is very important for us to always keep transparency. So we've created the TradesUpTally.org, and that's a page to where you can, if you haven't done so, please go back and scroll through that. It details and outlines every single thing that I'm talking about, all the way down to, we dedicated a whole entire page just for where the money goes. So it's a breakdown of being very transparent to see exactly what we are doing. We have a vision for the right now, for the immediate, and for the long term, right? Now we can see pretty far, but as far as we go, the further we go, the less detailed it is. And that's where we really need people to help us sharpen that, to get to a place to where this is sustainable. We want for this to be around for a long time to come. Now, with all that being said, the next step, if this speaks to you, then I'm Coach Jay Hunter. You can reach me directly. My cell phone number might be hard to read, but this is my actual cell phone number. Call me or text me directly. It's 229-699 3420, 229-699-3420. You can also send me an email at the email address below. But like I said, I am not hard to get in touch with, right? Or you can always contact T-Shirt Envy. If I'm not here, somebody knows how to get in contact with me, and I'll get right back to you. With all that being said, we need your support. We need your help. This is the solution, right? With all that being said, Coach Jay Hunter, thank you for your time.